I studied law of attraction, metaphysics, neuroscience, and quantum physics for nearly 9 years of my life, and here I am talking to you about this on this channel. So if you're curious about how to have everything that you want in your life easily, effortlessly, and fast, then make sure to subscribe down below. So the law of abundance. The law of abundance states that we live in an abundant universe. There's plenty of everything here, including love, money, and all of the necessities for everyone. The key to having abundance is alignment with the conditions that allow you to manifest it. I'm sure when you grew up, you heard things like, you have to finish your food because there are starving kids in Africa, or money doesn't grow on trees, or anything of this sort. And I'm here to tell you that, okay, yeah, even though kids in Africa are starving, maybe, but it's not because the universe is short of resources. It's abundant, infinitely abundant with those resources. Kids are starving in Africa because of politics and economics. That's it. So you should not worry about those kids. Trust me, the planet produces more than enough food to feed everyone. And I just want you to understand that it doesn't really serve any one of us well to focus on issues like hunger, not being ignored, with scarcity. We do not have any issues with scarcity in the world, especially when it comes to those starving children. Okay, so I'm sure you know that we live in the world of duality, which means there is light and then there is dark, there is hot and then there is cold, there is abundant and there is scarce. How do you view your world? Through which lens? Through the lens of scarcity or through the lens of abundance? An abundance mindset is hopeful, loving, peaceful, positive, and expects the best. It's more altruistic since you believe that you will receive what you need at any time, even if it takes a long time, it doesn't matter, but you know that you will have it eventually. Scarcity mindset, on the other hand, is all about negativity and selfishness. You look at things as very far, few in between, and you think that you need to look out for yourself because there's not enough to go around. When you are in an abundant mindset, you think that there is plenty to go around, it's a win-win, we can help each other, and everybody's happy. If it's a scarcity mindset that you have, you would think something along the lines of, there's limited supply, we don't have enough, there is not enough, and someone else must lose in order for you to win. You know you are in an abundant mindset when you think that life is easy, that things happen for you, everything's working out for you, you always get what you want, and that anything is possible. And on the opposite side of the spectrum, you know that you are in a scarcity mindset when you think that life is difficult, success is hard, you expect things to go wrong all the time. You always expect the worst, and that's exactly how it usually goes for you. If you are in an abundant mindset, you are more relaxed, you enjoy life because you think that you have everything that you need to live a good life. In scarcity mindset, you always live in fear, you worry about tomorrow, you worry about resources, you think that you don't have enough, you feel like you always have to fight the world in order to get what you want, and you're always a very negative. It's always never enough. There's always never enough of exactly what it is that you want. There's not enough money, there's no people that would be attracted to you, nobody will like you, yada yada yada. If you are in an abundant mindset, you take more risks because the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. And if you are in a scarcity mindset, you always play it safe because you're always afraid to lose. So right now I presented to you different patterns of thought which belong to different mindset groups. So I have a question for you. Which group, which camp do you belong? Where do you hang around the most based on the thoughts that you think most often? Are you in the abundant mindset camp, or are you in a scarcity mindset camp? One really good way to start feeling more abundance in your life is to actually, which can be somewhat counterintuitive, but it's best to be generous with it because it tricks you into thinking that you actually have plenty of it because you're able to share it with others. For example, if money is a problem in your life, start giving away money. And okay, maybe not giving it away, but like for example, you have to start somewhere because maybe like you don't want to give it away yet. Maybe later down the road when you have plenty of it coming your way and it's just so much of it that you don't even know what to do with it, then you can maybe like start, donating it to charities and certain things, whatever, we'll get there. But for now, what you can do, the best way I found to start changing your money situation is to feel good about when you spend it. See, a lot of the people when they have money problems and they have to go to stores, like whatever, like they need to pay for something, they feel really, really bad paying for it because they think, oh my gosh, like I'm paying for it, I don't have enough money, like how, like, whatever. They have all these worries coming up against them and they feel so bad for their money situation that like it just downward spiral from there. You don't want to do that. You want to flip it. Instead of feeling bad about, not having enough money or paying for something because it's going to be less money for you left, it's like subtraction. You need to create more influx. And how you do that is you have to feel good feeling thoughts in your mind when you pay for something. If you go to Starbucks, you pay for coffee, you be grateful for the money that you have in order to buy that coffee. If you go to supermarket and you have to pay for food, feel good about paying for the food because you have the money to spend and buy those resources that you need in order to survive and keep your body alive. So really, it's all about just tricking your mind, and yeah, you should be pretty good. It's not that difficult. I'm telling you, it so works. It's crazy. Once you start applying it, maybe at first it'll feel a little bit uncomfortable, but then the more you do it, repetition is the mother of skill. And this is another skill that you can have under your tool belt. I promise, everything in your life will change if you start applying this. If you flip things upside down and start feeling about things, start having good feelings about things that you used to think the opposite, that you used to think negative about and really like you used to worry about and feel bad about. Flip it, start practicing that, and I promise you will see changes in no time. The trick here is when you start giving and feeling good about giving, because like when you pay for something, it's kind of like you give the money, right? When you change your feelings about giving money, it puts you in this energetic state where you think of yourself as abundant. You think that you have plenty of the resources. Even if you like have a few dollars left in your bank account, trust me, things will turn around. Trust me, if you start doing this and applying these little techniques, things have to turn around. They have to, and they will. I promise. Something happens, you get into this energetic flow state of abundance where now you're more like a magnet instead of a repellent. A couple of other methods that I wanted to share with you in this video on how you can go from scarcity to abundance mindset is focus on what you already have and be grateful for things that you already have in your life. The money that you already have, the lover that you already have, or even the things that you already have in your house. When you start noticing that you already have enough to basically be content, be good, be well, therefore you are likely to attract more abundance to you. And second thing is stop hanging out with complainers. You're more susceptible to other people's mindsets than you think. So ditch those complainers because their thoughts will rub onto you, and instead spend time with the people that have the mindset that you want to have. I promise you will see tremendous changes really, really, really fast if you start hanging out with those people that have the mindset that you want. You know what they say? You are an average of 5 closest people to you, and take a look at your circle and take a look at what they're thinking, how their life is turning out, and what kind of results they're getting. And the average of all of that is you. So if you want things to be different, you need to obviously take inventory of whoever it is that you associate yourself with, whoever it is that you are hanging out with the most, and then try to see maybe you need to make a few adjustments there. All right, you guys, in conclusion, I wanted to say these words, that abundant mindset will not magically put you into the driver's seat of a Mercedes, or it won't add an extra couple zeros to your bank account, but it will definitely allow you to move forward with confidence as you take the necessary steps to make positive changes in your life. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and got value out of it. Also subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.